Yes, go ahead, Sanjana.
Good morning, sir. Hi, everyone. I am Sanjana Hiramat from Gulbarga. I have completed graduation in computer science and engineering in 2018 pass out. After that, I was working in non-technical background for duration of 1 year. And after that, I got married. Now I'm recently I'm become a parent. Now I'm planning to switch in IT field. Uh, Now I'm looking for the opportunity. My short-term goal is to get a job in reputed company, and the long-term goal is achieve the good position in the same company.
Okay.
That is all about me, sir. Thank you.
Lokesh Raju. Go ahead with your introduction. Again, same problem. Fine. Bhumika, go ahead, madam. You're on mute.
Good
Yeah.
morning, sir. Hi, everyone. First of all, thank you for giving me the opportunity to
No, we are not able to hear properly. Be louder.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, all of you are able to hear?
Good morning, sir.
Otherwise, go and drink Boost and then start. Okay.
Hi,
Go ahead.
everyone. First of all, thank you for giving me the opportunity to introduce myself. I am Bhumika. I am from Mysore. I completed my graduation in civil engineering from BGS Institute of Technology. I belongs to a nuclear family. Till last month, I will work as a civil engineer in a construction company. Now I am not working. My short-term goal is to get a job in a reputed company, and the long-term goal is to achieve a good position while helping the organization too. My key strengths are I'm a self-motivated person. Lastly, yeah, lastly, I have good learning skills. This is all about myself. Thank you.
You are from civil background. Why should I hire you? If they ask this question, how do you answer?
I have an experience in this field from 3 years.
In this call, there are 9 people are there. They also have same skills. Why should I hire you? They are also excellent than you. Technically, they are also very good. You should know how to handle this kind of questions. I'll teach you in the upcoming classes. Okay. While introducing, you're using word. So that is not good. You need to work it out. Okay. Hema, go ahead, madam. Introduce yourself. You can be on mute, Bhumika. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Hi, everyone. Good morning. A very good morning.
We are not able to hear.
Hi, everyone. Good morning.
See, some people are sleeping in this class. When you introduce, they should wake up. Oh, somebody is trying to introduce.
Yes, yeah. Hi, everyone. Very good morning. My name is Hamadurga. I am from Golwantirpa, which is located in West Godavari district. Recently, I got married, so I got relocated. Currently, I'm living in Hyderabad, and I'm 23 years old. Coming to my education, I have completed my graduation from Bhimavaram Institute of Engineering and Technology in the year of 2022. The stream of Electronics and Communication Engineering. And after that, I have a career gap. So after my marriage, I had a discussion with my husband, and he encouraged me to pursue my career. So he suggested me this course, and so I'm here now.
Okay.
And after that, coming to my goals, my short-term goal is to get a job in well-reputed company, and my long-term goal is to get a good position in where I have got placed. And I come to my hobbies. I'm interested to cook and listening music, and I have interest on learning new things. Yeah.
Why you have not chosen cooking as your profession? Why are you coming to software testing? This question they'll ask you in the interview.
Yeah, sir.
Okay, see, there is no fixed answer for this, but you should know how to handle this question.
Yeah.
Getting nervous also while speaking, you need to work it out. You have to give a lot of presentation. Okay, I'll go ahead with Manikya Gowda.
Thanks.
Hi everyone.
2016, 2000, today is 2024. How many years?
8 years.
8 years I'm seeing this person face. Okay, go ahead.
Hi everyone. Thanks for giving this opportunity to introduce myself. I am Manikya Gowda. I completed my graduation from Vijay College of Engineering in Industrial Engineering Management. After that, I worked as a technical analyst in some companies, in financial companies. I just worked in 2 to 3 years in a share market. After that, I decided to, take a break from the market, and I just want a fixed salary like that to sustain in the real environment. So I just decided to join this company. My short-term goal is to join the reputed companies, and then my main goal is to get a higher position in that company. My hobbies are like playing cricket and listening to the music. Then this is my introduction. If you want to know more about, it's my pleasure to explain.
Okay, you said your hobby is music and cricket, right? In music,
Yeah.
which song you will listen every day?
More of English songs like Rihanna, Shekan, like that kind of artist listens.
At least you should know. Okay, they don't even
Yeah.
that person who's asking you, they also don't know. But when you say some word, okay, I will be. I my hobby is reading books. When they ask you,
Yeah.
you'll be blank. You'll not be able to tell some book names which you read, or even that person doesn't know. You should know that at
I
least
know.
4 5 book names. Okay, okay. I'll come back to Pujashri. Go ahead, madam.
Thanks.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Pooja Shri KM. I'm a electronics and communication engineer. I passed out from Malnad College of Engineering in the year 2020. I'm currently working in TCS as an operations engineer. I have 2+ experience in operations team. My short-term goal is to shift to the testing role internally in the company or to join a new company. Then my long-term goal is to end up in a good position in coming years.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Pawan B. Naik. And madam, please join back from the laptop. Yeah, you can exit now and join back from the laptop. Meanwhile, I'll finish his introduction.
Okay.
Go ahead, Pawan.
Yeah, hello. Good morning, sir. I'm Pawan Binayak. I'm born and brought up in Mysore. I have completed in civil engineering in 2020, and I have experience. I am currently working in SLV Buildtech, having as a structural engineer, having an experience of 3+ years. I am planning to shift to the IT background because I am possessing the right education and right skill to switch over from non-IT background to IT background.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So all of you have done an introduction, which is equal to freshers, not even freshers also. Even freshers, they'll speak better than you. You should be able to speak at least 5 minutes or minimum 3 minutes about your introduction. You should sell your skills. You will be selling about yourself to somebody to hire you. Okay, so that I will take care once you complete the project class, how to introduce yourself as an experienced fellow, how to explain your project, how to explain your roles and responsibility. Now let's come back to the technical part. So it's a first mock interview. I will go ahead with Manikya first. Okay, so can you please explain what is software testing and what you have understood in the software testing? You're attending a class from past 1 month almost. What you understood? Talk about this testing, including all the models, whatever you learned, for 5 minutes.
Yeah, software testing whenever the customer give the requirements, we just going to do the, after the development of the software, we just going to see whether the future of the features are present in this software application as requested from the customer. All the requirements of the customer are present in the software or not. We going to do the testing. It's called software testing. In this software testing, we have like in SDLC model, software development lifecycle model, we have like seven methods. For the
Seven
first
method.
one is models.
Ah.
In the software development cycle, we have seven models. Like first one is waterfall model, second spiral model, prototype model, B&B model, derived model, hybrid model, and agile methodology. Waterfall model is a traditional model. So we right now in a trending market, we using the agile methodology for the product development, to do the product development, because it is very easy to understand and it is very easy to do the project development. Right now, all the companies are using the agile methodology only. Only 2 to 5% of the companies are using lean and Kanban. That too, they are using in a manufacturing company and in inventory companies, inventory management companies like that.
5 minutes
Yeah,
over.
this is. Then in waterfall model, it's a traditional model. In this, the business analyst is going to get the requirements from the customer, and is going to take the requirement from the customer, and that will be in a business language. You will going to convert it to a software language. After getting the requirements from the customer, the business analyst is going to explain to the each team member in the second stage is a feasibility study stage. In that, the business analyst is going to explain each and every requirement of the customer to the team, and after that, the team members is going to decide whether to take up this project or not. After that, they're going to in the next stage is design stage. In that stage, they're going to freeze the requirement of the customer, and they're going to do the designing of the this one project. After that, the development team, they're going to do the coding part, and the next stage is testing stage. In this, the actual testing is going to happen. After development of the software, we're going to test each and every component and the feature of the software, and we're going to deliver it to the customer. Then going to install in the customer server. After the installation of in the customer server, customer is going to use the software, and he will check whether all the requirements what I given to the company they fulfilled or not. If there is a defect, is going to go back to the development team, and the development team is going to go. They will do the rework redevelopment of that component, and they will going to give again. They're going to give to the testing team. The testing team that they're going to test, and they're going to deliver to the customer. This process will keep on happening till the product is stable. This is the main the outer description of the waterfall model. So to overcome from the drawbacks of the waterfall model, we go with the spiral models, a prototype model, and B&B model. Right now in the market, trending is agile model. We go with the agile methodology.
In agile methodology, what is the role of product owner? What he will do?
Product owner is the one which is going to get connected with the customer, and he will get the requirements from the customer. He will understand the customer business and requirements of the customer. He going to assign he is going to assign the what has to be present in the product, what are the future should be present in the product, and he's going to assign each and every case user stories to the testers and developers and testers.
Okay. Last question. What is the difference between verification and validation?
In verification, we just go and do the is there the given requirement from the customer is present in the software or not. We just going to verify it. In the validation part, we just we going to do the functional test whether all the requirement given by the customer is working or not in the product or a software. We just going to validate it, like giving some dynamic inputs to the product. We're going to test the product whether all the components are present in the given product or not according to the requirements of the customer.
Once again, repeat.
In verification part, we just going to verify all the customer given requirement is present in the component or not. We just going to verify all the requirements given by the customer is present in the product or not. In the validation part, we're going to do the functional test. After the development is completed, we're going to do the functional test by giving the dynamic inputs to the software.
Go back and check the answer once again. Okay, I wanted my answer.
Okay.
Whatever I've given in the notes. I'll go back to Hema.
Yeah,
can you please explain agile methodology in detail with all the stages, all the advantages, disadvantages, all the meeting?
Okay, sir. In agile methodology, when our customer gives the requirements, the business analyst go and collect the requirements. After that, he explained all the requirements to the team members, all the team members, and they're gonna develop it, they test it, and deliver the quality software product to the customer within a short span of time. And it has a lot of methodologies like Scrum. Lot of team members, and have a lot of methods like agile ceremonies and Scrum board and burn up and burn down chart. Scrum team, sprint retrospect meeting, sprint release meeting, other model, so many methodologies are there. And then advantages are when a customer no need to wait longer period of time, and also it
really. What is agile methodology? Blank.
I'm telling that only.
I know, I understand, no problem. You're able to answer now, or you want to take a break?
Sir, what I'm telling is that only.
Whatever you're answering, you're picking words here and there, and you're trying to answer.
Yes, sir. This is my first mock interview or interview. I'm a little bit nervous.
It's going to happen for everyone. That's the reason I'm taking this session. This is going to happen because when you go to the interview, even there, you should not face a problem. Please work it out, prepare. I'll come back to Sneha. Yes, continue the same question.
Yes,
agile methodology. Next, Pooja, V&V model. Be ready.
Okay, can I start?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Agile methodology is an iterative and incremental approach for the software development to deliver the software within a short period of time, which will give the customer satisfaction. The main goal of agile methodology is the customer satisfaction for delivering the software within a stipulated time period. And whereas the principles of agile methodology, customer satisfaction by delivering the software within a short period of time, and no need, it should be easy for the development. There should not be waiting time period for the customer. Here, test engineers and the developer should have a good communication.
And then Scrum. Scrum is the framework, kind of framework where the software development takes place. And Scrum, and in Agile methodologies, there are different methodologies like Lean and Kanban model, Scrum model. Most of the companies, around 90% of the 95% of the company will use Scrum model for the software development, and 2 to 5% of the company will use Lean and Kanban method for the development of software. That too particularly for the manufacturing, from the manufacturing companies. And Scrum, to develop the software under Scrum, we have a Scrum team. The Scrum teams involves Scrum product owner, Scrum master, testing team, and developing team. Whereas the product owner, he is the one who will be communicating with the customer, and he will bring the requirements from the customer and explain to the team. And also he will assign the work for the developing team and the testing team. And sometimes test leads are going to assign the work based on company. And once the developing and testing is done, they have to give demo to the product owner before it launch. Then the Scrum master, he's the one facilitator or a driving force in the Scrum team, who will interact with the team on daily basis by asking their problems and queries while developing the product. And he's the one who will conduct the stand-up meeting, and he will mainly work through the production management tool that is called Jira. And then development team, here the development team design and program. They will collect the code and they will go with the designing and programming of the software requirements, and they will send it to the testing team. And in testing team, they will test the application, and if they found any of the bugs, they will report it back to the design team. And then we will go get some terminologies in Scrum, in Agile methodologies.
Okay, what is Scrum meeting?
Scrum meeting is it a meeting conducted by the Scrum Master where the business analyst, where the product owner, Scrum Master, and developers and testers are involved. And it is conducted at the first day of I'm getting confused.
Okay. What do you mean by sprint planning meeting?
Okay, sprint planning meeting is conducted by the Scrum Master at the first day of the sprint starts. Here, business analysts, here the product owner, developers, testing, and Scrum Master are involved in this meeting. In this meeting, they are going to explain about the requirements needed for the customers, and they are going to tell that each and every features to be developed within that particular sprint.
Okay. What do you
and
mean?
What are the user stories to be considered while going with the sprint? How many user stories to be considered, which are in the product backlogs?
Okay. Next question. What is functional testing? And while doing functional testing, we need to remember some important points.
Yes,
explain in detail.
Functional testing is mainly considered as a component testing. While doing functional testing, we will consider each and every components of the application, and thoroughly we will check the components for particular features while testing. And points to be considered while conducting the functional testing are: we will test the application for the valid data of the requirements. Once it work for the valid data of requirements, we will go with the invalid data. If we found any of the bugs for the invalid data, we will go with all the possible invalid data testing. And once the invalid data testing is finished, we have to report the bugs and report it to the developing team. And we should not have any imagination for the requirements of the application. If we have any doubts in the requirements of the application, we can connect to the person who is having good idea of the requirements. And we should not go with the over testing, that is for the more number of data testing, under testing for 1 or 2 values, and we have to go with the optimized testing, which is needy for the testings.
Okay, enough. Prepared but confusing. Prepare well. You need to improve on the presentation also. You have to speak little bold. Okay. I'll go ahead with Pooja Shri. Yes, madam. Continue VNV model. Bhumika, be ready with spiral model. I'll come back to you.
Hi, sir. Verification is testing the customer requirement specification and system requirement specification, high-level design and low-level design with respect to the customer requirements. Validation is the testing of the functional behavior of the software application. In validation, only testing team will be involved. In verification, development team, then the senior developer, architect, everyone will be involved except the test engineers. So in V&V model, business analyst will collect the customer requirements from the customer and he'll send it to the project manager. Project manager will keep one copy of the customer requirement specification. He'll give it to the developing team and one more copy to the testing team. Developing team will convert the customer requirement specification to system requirement specification. During that time, parallelly, testing team will be writing the acceptance test cases, acceptance test plans to the customer requirement specification. And if they find any bugs in the customer requirement specification, they will revert it back to the developing team. By this time, developing team will be converted the customer requirement specification to system requirement specification. So they will do the changes to the customer requirement specification and system requirement specification. Then they'll send one copy of the system requirement specification to the testing team, and the developing team move on with the high level design. Parallelly, testing team will do the review of the system requirement specification. They write system test cases, they write the system test plans. Then they'll send that to the developing team. Developing team, by the time they will be working with the high level design model, and if they will check all the defects sent by the testing team and they update it in the high level design model and they send that to the testing team. Then they move on with the low level design. Testing team will write the integrity.
Sit straight, okay? This video will be uploaded in the YouTube. Make sure you sit properly. Go ahead. Yes, Pooja, go ahead.
Do the integrity testing of the high level design which they have received from the developing team. They write the integrity test cases, integrity test plans, and they'll send it back to the developing team. Developing team who has already developed the low level design will accept the report sent by the testing team, and they make any changes required, and they'll move on with the actual development of the product, that is coding, and they'll send the low level design to the testing team. Testing team will write the functionality test cases, functionality test plans to the low level design. Then the by this time, the developer who has already started the coding will complete the coding and he'll do the first round of white box testing. Then he'll send that to the testing team. Testing team now who has all the test cases from acceptance testing, then functionality testing, integrity testing, system testing, does all this testing, and if they find any defects, they'll revert it back to the developer. Developer will do any changes to the actual product, and then they'll release it to the market. So this is verification and validation model. So the advantages of verification and validation model is testing is involved in early stages of the development. Then the total time taken in testing will be reduced as they have the prior test plans ready. Then we get the high quality software product. Then requirement changes are allowed in any stages of the development. Then deliverables are held in parallel from the developer team and the testing team. Then there is very good communication between the developing team and the testing.
Last question, one more. What is the difference between static and dynamic testing?
Static testing, it is a type of testing where there is no code involved. Testing which is done without code executions. This is also called verification. Dynamic testing is also called validation. It is the functional, it is the testing of functional behavior of the software application.
Good. So you're on the track, madam. So now don't miss any of the classes. You can go ahead with this batch placement.
Okay, sir.
So Bhumika, explain what is the difference between white box testing and black box testing.
White box testing, here the source code is visible to the developers, hence it is called white box testing. In black box testing, the source code is not visible to the testers, so it is called black box testing. It is done by development team, it is done by testing team. In order to do the white box testing, we have the knowledge of programming, but in order to do the black box testing, we don't have the knowledge of it is not required have the knowledge of programming. That's it, sir.
Okay, go ahead with spiral model.
Spiral model, in order to overcome the downward fall of waterfall model, we are going with the spiral model. If there is a dependency between the modules, then we go with the spiral model. In stage 1, a business analyst, he will go and collect the requirement from the customer. He will give the requirement of a future A. Then the business analyst, he will explain the future A to the design team. Then they will design the future A and they send it to the development team. They will start writing the code and send it the future A to the testing team. They will
feature.
Testing team, they will start testing the feature A. If they find any of the defect, they will be send it back to the development team. Here, development team, they will redevelopment the feature A, and then again send it to the testing team. Testing team tests until this is good to go for customer review. Then the feature A is delivered to the customer. After stage 2, after delivering the feature A, customer gives the requirement of feature B. Then the process.
Manikya, Sneha, and Hema, you guys can exit. Even Pooja, you guys are done. So this is the first mock interview. Even though if you made a mistake, that's fine. But please be prepared before you come to the final mock interview. Thank you, guys. You guys can exit.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Bhumika, sorry, continue.
After delivering the feature A, the customer gives the requirement of a feature B. Then the product manager, they will explain the feature B to the designing team. The same process will continue until the testing. The tester will review the feature A. Then he tests the feature A. Then he tests the integration between the module of feature A and feature B. Then the product is, then he decided the product is good to go for the customer. Then the feature B is delivered to the customer. After then stage C, after delivering the feature C, after delivering the feature B, business analyst, he will collect the requirement of feature C. Then the process will continue until the testing. Here tester review the feature. Here tester review the feature C, B, and A, and he will test the integration between A and B, B and C, and C and A. This then deliver the product to the customer. This entire process we call it as a spiral model. Then we come to the advantages. Requirement changes are allowed in this model. Then testing is done in every stages. When we come to the disadvantages, testing is, when we come to the initial maintenance cost is high. Requirement changes are not allowed inside the cycle. Then we come to the advantages. Whenever there is a dependency between the modules, we go with this model. Whenever the customer gives the requirement in stage by stage process, then we go with this model.
Okay. Good. Preparation is good. Now I'll go ahead with Sanjana. Then I'll come back to Pawan. Yes, Sanjana. Can you please explain prototype model in detail?
Okay, sir.
Pawan, be ready with SDLC waterfall model. Yes, Sanjana, go ahead.
Prototype model. First, prototype model is a dummy model. This is developed by web developer, and which is converted into text format, and which is converted into text format to the image format using HTML and CSS tool. In this prototype model, first one is a business analyst. Business analyst, he will go to the customer place and he will meet the customer. Then he will collect the requirement from the customer in a textual format. And after that, he will send it to the designing and development of the prototype. And here they will start the designing and development of the prototype. And after that, he will send it to the testing team. And here a testing team, they will start testing the prototype. If they find any bug in the prototype, he will report it back to the development team. And after that, the development team will fix the bug as soon as possible, and they will send it back to the testing team. And here a testing team, while testing the prototype, he will check the mainly all the customer requested features are present, and whether a look and feel of the prototype. And this process is continue until the testing team says that the prototype is good, go for the review. And while reviewing the in this customer review, customer is reviewing the prototype. He is not satisfied with the prototype. Again, he will request more changes in the prototype. And this again, development team will again redesign the prototype, and testing team again retest the prototype. And after modify the prototype, he will send it back to the and after the modify the prototype, he will deliver, and after that he will deliver the prototype to customer. And this process is continue until the customer is approached the prototype and he sign the agreement for next stage. And after that, he will start the actual design, testing, and installation and maintenance. This process and this entire process, we called it as water type model. And we
Madam, water type model?
No, prototype, sir. This entire process we called it as a prototype model. And next one is advantage of the prototype model. First, requirement changes are allowed after we develop the one module. And next one is it is a controlled model. First, we can take one model. And here investment is done in proper way in this prototype model. And
your answers are like fresher, by-hatted. I'm just trying to put it here.
No, sir. Okay.
I'm
understanding concept also.
Go ahead.
And next one is and here testing is done in every cycle of the every stage. And before we go to the next stage, and customer get the new opportunity to use the software after we develop the one module. And next disadvantages of disadvantages of prototype model. And here sometimes the developer are involved in the testing. And next one is It is a requirement collection stage and the design stage is not to test stage. Every cycle of the spiral, every cycle. Okay, one second. And requirement changes are allowed at any stage of the development, and here easy to handle the requirement changes.
Stop.
And beginning itself we can
Stop. Fine. Preparation is good. I'm not saying no, but in between, little bit choice of words, okay, present tense, past tense, you need to check it. You need to check.
Okay.
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 And make sure you align to the notes, whatever I have given. Okay. Fine. I'll go ahead with Pawan. Pawan. Okay, so I'll ask only 2 questions. What is the difference between white box testing and black box testing?
In white box testing, you can see the source code. In black box testing, we can't see the source code. In white box testing, done by the developers. Black box testing, it is done by test engineers. Yeah.
4 points I've given.
Yes, sir.
5 points.
Sir, I have prepared until white box testing. Morning I came to know what to fulfill testing.
Okay. Interval also interval.
Yes.
Thanks. What is the difference between verification and validation?
In the verification, it's a testing. We will check for the customer required specification, software required specification, high level design, low level design are present according to the customer required specification. It is known as verification. Validation is nothing but testing the functional behavior of the feature or the component. It is according to the customer required specification.
Okay. Yeah. Explain agile methodology in detail.
Agile methodology is an iterative and incremental approach where customer keep on changing the requirement. As a company, we should flexible to accept these changes and incorporate in the project development, and develop the product, test the product, and deliver the project in time in given span of time. The main advantages of this model is there is a good communication between developer, testers, customer, developers, and test engineers. The main advantage of this methodology is that customer satisfaction has been involved. The principles of agile methodology is customer satisfaction is mandatory. So we are developing a good working piece of software and delivering the software in a given time. There is a good communication between the product owner, business analyst, test engineers, and development engineers. There is a continuous meeting. There is a continuous meeting going on between the test engineers and development engineers. And the customer no need to wait for the long time, as there is release cycle has been very short. So you can see the project, and if you have any changes to incorporate, we can incorporate in the model. The next will be what is actually the agile methodology. Agile methodology is software testing by using agile principle. We can test the software. It is known as agile principles. The advantages will be the agile methodology is there is a good communication between developers and test engineers. There is a continuous meeting will be going on. There is a very short life cycle, release cycle. Then the disadvantages of the agile, if the test engineers want to work on this project, they should have a brief knowledge. They should have more knowledge on the agile principles and agile terminologies. In the next will be that there will be less documentation, and there will be less documentation since we are mainly focusing on the releasing the project. Next will be the Sir, I will missed. Next, what is next? We will go for the Scrum. Scrum is about 95% of the industries are using this using methodology.
Meaning ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಕ್ ಆಯ್ತಿದೆ ನೀನು ಅಂತ.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So ನೀಟಾಗಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋ. Still it's a first mock, right? Okay, so no need to worry. Prepare. Okay, in the main interview you should not get confused. Okay, you should be prepared. Okay, so fine then. So good preparation. Let me stop the recording.